That being said, while they've kept the same outfits, they alter the morphing phrases. Instead of calling out their animal, it's Pink Ranger Power and Black Ranger Power. And good thing they included the Ranger part, since it might be a bit awkward for Tommy to yell out White Power.
What the hell did you just say?
Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. Not a lot of time has passed yet since the unfortunate passing of Jason David Frank, otherwise known as Tommy from Power Rangers. But instead of grieving, this video, let's just take some time to reflect on Jason David Frank from his moments in Power Rangers or anywhere in general. And if anyone has any favorite Tommy moments as well, please feel free to drop them in the comments down below. And so, with that said, I personally don't expect this video to be too long because I don't have a lot of favorite Tommy moments, but I do have some. Where to even start with not just Tommy, but with Jason David Frank as a whole. For him outside of media, I do know that one time he was an MMA fighter. Like for the last video, I wanted to use a clip from his first fight, but I unfortunately couldn't find anything. But yeah, that's something I think we all know too. He was an MMA fighter. But just with Jason David Frank, just looking back on it with him, favorite moments. Like, still, to this day, to this very day, my one favorite moment of Tommy is his very first scene as the Green Ranger. Not the very first scene, but basically when he first debuts as the Green Ranger. He jumps into the Megazord, kicks everyone out, and then assumes to kick 5 types of ass. That to me was just so damn awesome, because he gets 2 people in like a chokehold with his arms and his legs. Fucking bitch slaps Kimberly at one point, I believe. And to top it off, not just from fighting with Jason, he creates an energy ball and shoots it at the 5 of them. And he never does that again afterwards. And I wonder as to why, because, well, what can you say? It's a freaking Power Ranger, a dragon-themed Power Ranger, who's basically performing the Kamehameha. Like, even from Zoo Ranger, when Budai did that once, he never did that again afterwards. Like, honest to God, it's like super speed in Power Rangers. You do it once, you don't do it again afterwards. But, speaking of which is super speed, that was never an ability Tommy had as the Dino Thunder Black Ranger. I have no idea where that came from. That was just random. Speaking of which, Dimensions in Danger. That team up was decent. Like, from the past few years or so, in terms of other PR team-ups, that one was decent. I'm not gonna lie. I think what made that team-up decent, or at least to me, is that the focus was more on the past Rangers than it was the Ninja Steel team. Which, personally, I don't mind because, well, the Ninja Steel Rangers, well, suck. And, of course, at the forefront of that was Tommy, and I'll say this, I prefer Tommy being in the forefront better here than in Legendary Battle, where for some odd reason he's represented as the White Ranger, but then when the Legendary Battle happens, he's green. But in Dimensions in Danger, it's slightly much better, because for starters, well, the Master Morpher. Basically, that's the sole reason as to why. The frickin' Master Morpher, where he can assume his previous forms that he's taken over the years. Minus Turbo Red, To which, that I personally don't mind, because Tommy gave those powers to TJ once he was done being a ranger. And honestly, sure. Matter of fact, I still want that scene as a toy, the Master Morpher, because no, that's too awesome. You can't say you don't want that. Of course that's cool. A morpher where you can become any ranger from a previous season, directed, but to be fair, specifically directed to Tommy. That would be lit. Because, well, here's what I mean. Not like the legendary morpher from Super Mega Force, but an updated version of the Power Morpher solely directed towards Tommy for all the different colors he's been. That's personally awesome because of how many colors and, well, Tommy has been, really. Like, it's nice because it's on a specific scale here than on a larger scale. It's just nice. Also, the fact that Tommy freaking saved the day by summoning the mother-loving Falcon Zord. That leads me to assume now that with the Master Morpher, he could summon previous Zords, which I don't mind, since the Dragon Zord and his Zeo Zord were never seen to be destroyed. But what else? What is another nice Tommy moment? Outside of Power Rangers wise, I think maybe some people, maybe not a lot of people know this, but that Jason David Frank was once in an episode of Family Matters where he was part of a gang, and then Urkel used this machine to turn himself into a black Bruce Lee and kick the gang's ass, including Jason David Frank's. To which, you're never going to forget that. I watched that episode, I don't even know how many years ago, when Family Matters was on TV. And I was like, okay, that's Tommy. That is legit, that's Tommy. And he just got beat up by Urkel. It's like, we'll never forget that, and neither will the internet, because that clip's real. It's real. I love it. It's fun. It's just so fun. Whew. And, what other nice Tommy moments are there? Or at least I'm going for some of my personal favorites. Oh my god, I just thought of another funny one. To which, oh my god. It has something to do with Jason David Frank, but it's from Linkara's History of Power Rangers from Dino Thunder. For when Linkara started talking about Tommy, like his or that he does when fighting, Linkara brought that up, why he didn't do that too much in Dino Thunder. And he said verbatim, it's because Disney politely asked Jason David Frank to stop swearing during fight scenes. Which is, I don't know if I'd consider that swearing. Like, he didn't say fuck or shit, or it's a fuck, or it's a shit, or it's a ass. Like, no, he's just going, it's a like, that's not really cursing. Like, that'd be like telling Bruce Lee to not go wah or wah during fight scenes. Oh god, that scene to me was just funny. Whew. And while we're at it, let's just talk about Jason David Frank in Dino Thunder. It was a treat. I think behind the scenes, we all know that Jason David Frank originally did not want to go to New Zealand because, well, he didn't want to be away from his family, which, sweet. I actually understand that. That's nice. I'm not going to hate, but Tommy is present there. Well, it does two things. One, it does something for continuity, and not just because Tommy's there, so Mighty Morphin obviously happened blah 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 years ago. No, it does something for continuity because of Dino Thunder's roots being based around dinosaurs, and it's the second dinosaur-based team, so having a veteran from a dinosaur-based team makes things feel a bit more connected, especially since Tommy created his own team as well. And honestly, with Jason David Frank's best episodes and moments, like from Fighting Spirit, they're not bad. They're nice. They're extremely nice. If only because they give more to Dino Thunder, as much as those moments, they give more to Dino Thunder than they do to Jason David Frank. Not just by adding on story, but specifically giving more sceneable character development to Tommy, who is a character in that said show. So it's not just thinking about, hey, it's Tommy from Mighty Morphin or Tommy from Zeo. Like, it does something for him being developed and still growing as a person and as a ranger. Wow, that was a ramble, but you get what I mean. How? Are there any other good Jason David Frank moments that I could think of that I really liked? I'm trying to think right now, favorite Jason David Frank moments. Well, I just went over a couple of them that I personally enjoyed. But I don't know, what else? I don't know, I guess if I just a moment, really can't think of any. I liked it when he came back as the White Ranger, and it's a it's a scene that I actually go back to watch plenty of times, like Tommy, debuting as the White Ranger, if only because I like the dialogue, and I always find it to be nice about how he descends down like an angel. And yeah, I guess while I'm talking about that now, what would be my favorite color that I've seen Tommy as? It's honestly a tough call, because for me, I have two favorites. I liked seeing Tommy as the Black Ranger, because I like the suit, and it makes him come around full circle. But, I don't know, I kind of want to say I did like seeing him too as the White Ranger, if only because, well, I'm not gonna lie, recently white's been made my favorite color, but that's about it there. Okay, but still, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I liked seeing him as the Black Ranger in Dino Thunder. But I guess seeing him as the White Ranger in MMPR, I don't know. I guess to me that's more of a soft spot. If only because, well, like I said, white's become one of my favorite colors lately. But, really can't think of anything else. He wasn't bad. I think he was, if there were any colors that Tommy was the most epic in, it was when he was the Green Ranger and the Black Ranger. When he was, white and red, they weren't bad. But you feel like you got... Well, I'll say this. As a White Ranger, he has some more epic moments. As a Red Ranger, the moments there are about average. Just being honest. But shoot, now that's just making me think. What's a favorite moment of Tommy's when he was the White Ranger? Aside from him revealing himself as the White Ranger... Kind of hard to say. I don't know, maybe I liked him as the White Ranger because I really like his suit, his sword, his Zords. Huh. I think for there, Tommy just looked cool. Like, I'm trying to, yeah, because, yeah, I think maybe I just like Tommy there because, I don't know, he just looked cool. Matter of fact, the White Ranger, why I like the White Ranger suit a bit more, too, is because of how royal it is. Whereas, compared to the Green Ranger suit, it was just looking badass. And, I don't know, maybe to me, the Black Ranger suit in Dino Thunder, it's a combination of, like, green and white and just sweet. But shoot. But better yet right now, I don't know, about it. Has anyone ever... Now, matter of fact, this is a question for you, the viewers. Has anyone seen a challenge online, specifically on, like, social media or YouTube, where it's the Jason David Frank challenge, where someone picks out... No, where you pick out what specific type of ranger of Tommy would you be. You'd pick out what color, what morpher, what Zord, and what weapon. And honest to God, to all of the above, I picked all the gear for Dino Thunder Black. I really love his morpher there. His weapon is sweet. And god damn it, I can't stand the fact that I fucking love the Brachiosaur. Honest to God, why a Brachiosaurus is my favorite dinosaur, I have absolutely to thank Jason David Frank and Abaranger for that. Because Dino Thunder Black / Abare Black looks fucking awesome. And so does his Zord. But shoot, if I was to pick like a second Zord, the Dragon Zord, hands down. A dragon is my spirit animal, so of fucking course I would go for that. But, I guess that's about it. Holy fuck, this video's going on like 17 minutes. I did not think it would go on that long, but yeah. Those are just a couple of favorite moments of Jason David Frank I wanted to share and geek out about what are my favorites. He will be completely missed. I think I said before in the past video on the day that I think I said before in the past video about how Jason David Frank was like, I compared him to any of my friends where he was just the life of the party, full of energy and whatnot. In a way that still kind of stands true. Like, he seems like that type of friend who would annoy you but doesn't know it. But you still love him because he's just a nice guy and you know he means well. While we're at it too, I just want to throw something out there. Like, yeah, by the time of his passing, I don't think anyone else read about this online. It's about hours before he died, where I think it's news that we all know that Jason David Frank was going through a divorce. But before he died, his soon-to-be ex-wife and him were about to make up. They spent the night together, hanging out and everything, just rekindling their marriage. And apparently online afterwards, his wife was getting flack for that, people blaming her for him committing suicide. Don't do that. Do not do that. Honest to God, that does not make anything any better. Suicide is a real problem, so you don't go around blaming anyone and saying that they are contributors for it. If you do that, don't bother watching me. Click off this video. Just fuck you as a human being. Because suicide is one of those subjects that even I don't know how to get into. But yeah, do not go around giving her flack for anything. Just no. And by her, I mean Jason David Frank's widow. Just don't. But yeah, I guess that's that, really. If you have any favorite Tommy moments, of course, share them in the comments section down below. And get a cup of water. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. Rest in power, Tommy. See you guys next time.